I'm Brian Rexroad, and let's get right into it here. First, Jim, we'll go to you. And last week we talked a little bit about the anticipation of an OpenSSL patch coming about.
Right. We heard that OpenSSL was going to release a patch, and they did release the patch on Thursday. And it turned out, fortunately, not to be as significant as we thought it might. We feared it might possibly be last week. The high severity vulnerability was a denial of service in OpenSSL 1.0.2, which is not the most widely installed version at this point. It's not in any of the mainstream Linux distributions yet. The next releases of Ubuntu and Red Hat and Fedora and all of those probably will have it, but right now they're still on 1.0.1 or 1.0 or one of the 0.9, so there's still a lot of those out there. So that was the one high severity, and then the other one was the freak stuff that actually had been at least partially patched earlier. So fortunately it turned out not to be necessarily as significant as we thought it might be from their early announcement. All they said was high severity and gave no hints.
Right. So I guess in summary, it is high severity. It's just that low distribution or relatively low distribution for the high.
The denial of service vulnerability in 1.0.2 is significant if you've got 1.0.2, but that's not as widely deployed yet, so it's not as much of a worry as it would otherwise be.
Well, that's a relief.
Yep.
Although perhaps this is actually a product of, it's nice to see that the patches or the vulnerabilities are being discovered before it goes into wide distribution rather than afterward. I think that's a significant development, and perhaps a part of it.
Fortunately, this one only existed in the 1.0.2 branch and didn't exist in the earlier ones. We've had some vulnerabilities in the last year where we were talking about vulnerabilities that have existed for 20 years. So fortunately, this wasn't one of those.